Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I am bringing you some Easter DIYs that I think you're absolutely going to love, so let's get started. For this DIY, we are going to pick up this 17-inch round from Walmart. I particularly like this because of how thick it was. It wasn't just a flimsy board, it was fairly thick, probably about 1/4 inch. And then we are going to make some stripes. Now the way I did this was taking some tape, measuring out how thick I wanted those stripes, used a pencil to draw a line, and then continue that process all the way up. Now you could put your painter's tape down and paint the stripes so you have nice clean edges. I wasn't too worried about that, so I just drew my lines with a pencil and did that all the way to the top. Now I'm going to take 3 different paint colors. I took this Apple Barrel Lavender Sachet color, and then I'm also going to take this Folk Art Ballet Pink color and some white, and I'm going to paint my stripes using that. I just tried to make a clean edge using the paintbrush, but again, for this project, it's not going to matter too much if my lines are perfect, and you'll see why in just a little bit. But I'm going to paint that lavender color first. I'm going to take that pink and put it in the middle, and then I'll use white on the other 2 sections that aren't painted. Now I'm going to take some MDF cutouts from our shop. If you want to shop these, you can find them at moorevinyldecals.com. They are such fun kits. It's going to say every bunny welcome. And then you can also add on this ear piece that you can put on your signs that I thought was just super cute. So I'm going to just paint all of the words black using some black paint and a sponge brush, and I'm going to go over the entire thing, all of the words. For the bunny ears, I'm just going to give that a couple coats of white paint. Now in our shop, we are going to have a couple different options. So if you want actual wood, you can buy them in actual wood. If you want the 1/4 inch MDF, you can do that as well. So you'll have lots of options to get exactly what you want with our craft kits. Now I'm going to take a black paint pen and just draw a black line in between each of those stripes to give it a little extra something. I'll have these markers linked down in my description box below. I purchased them off of Amazon and they have quickly become some of my favorites. Now I'm going to lay everything out onto my round so everything is nice and even and where I want them. I'm just going to glue them down using my wood glue super glue that you can get from the Dollar Tree. For my bunny ears, I wanted them to have some foliage on them, so I just grabbed some picks from Michael's. All of these are from there. I just cut a couple pieces up, and then I'm just going to staple all of those down. And then for the middle, I just glued down these really pretty pink flowers. Lastly, I am going to use that wood glue super glue and glue my bunny ears to my sign, and that is all you have to do for this one. I think this turned out so adorable. You could make a bow for this as well with the bunny ears, really whatever you wanted to do, but I just thought this was so much fun and perfect for Easter. For this DIY, we are going to take some 2x4s. You can find so much scrap 2x4s at like Home Depot or Lowe's for really cheap. Cut your pieces down. I did about 6 inches, but it really doesn't matter. You can cut them down to however big or small you want. And I'm just going to paint both of them in white on the front, back, and all the sides. Now I have these cutouts from our laser, and these kits are so cute. I love the glasses. I love the ears. So I'm just going to start by painting both of the ears in white. And then they do come with little toppers for the ears that you can paint pink. So I'll paint all of the insides of the ears pink, and then the little noses that it comes with as well, I'm also going to paint those pink. For the glasses, again, I'm taking these paint pens that I got from Amazon. I have just the plain black one, and then for the other glasses, I have this glittery pinky rose kind of color that is a metallic in the same brand of markers. I just thought it was so cute and added the perfect Eastery pink touch to it, so I painted that one in that color. And then I'm going to distress the entire thing, again using a sponge and some Waverly Wax and Antique, and I'm just going to lightly go over everything. I want everything to look kind of dingy and dirty. I didn't want it to be just like a perfect color. I wanted it to look worn. So I'm just going to lightly dry brush over everything. And again, if the dry brushing comes out a little bit too bold, you can take a wet wipe and kind of wipe that wax down and make it look not so harsh. I'm just going to start gluing all my pieces together using wood glue super glue from the Dollar Tree, adding the insides of the ears to each set of ears. I'll glue my glasses down, and I just tried to measure as best as I could and tried to make sure that the glasses on each set were about the same height. Now with the back of a paintbrush, I'm just going to dip it into black and add little dots on the inside for the bunny eyes. I'm going to glue each nose down. And then I'm going to take some twine. I cut each piece maybe about 2 inches. I'm going to do 3 pieces per side of the nose. I just bunch those together in my hand, add some hot glue to the end, and then glue that down right next to the bunny nose. And I'm going to do that on all sides for each bunny. You could also use some wired jute if you wanted, or even some raffia, or you could just paint on your own whiskers if you wanted. Now I'm going to glue those ears down to the top. I'm using that wood glue super glue from the Dollar Tree. And then after that's dried for the most part, I'll add some extra sturdiness with some hot glue on the back. I'm going to draw a little line down from the nose just to act as the little line to the mouth. I didn't add a mouth on mine, but if you wanted to, you could add some lines for a mouth on yours. Now I'm going to add some hot glue and some moss to the front of the bunny ear on both of the boy and the girl. I did more for the boy since we aren't putting a bow up there for him, but on the girl, I took some ribbon, cut down 2 pieces of that, and then I had some other ribbon or twine, I'm not sure what you'd call it, with the little pom-poms on it. I thought that was super cute. I layered those together, tied the middle with some twine, and then glued that to the top of my bunny. Now for my boy bunny, I am going to give him a little bow on the bottom. I'm just going to wrap some ribbon around the bottom, and then I will tie a bow with the exact same ribbon. And I do cut it short and dovetail the ends so that he can stand up perfectly. And that is it for my little 2x4 bunnies. I think these are so adorable. You can use these kits on anything. It doesn't have to be the 2x4s if you have some other material that you want to use, or if you have a blank sign, or really anything you can use these kits on. And I just think it turned out so adorable. This is probably my favorite DIY of today's projects. For this DIY, I cut out an 18-inch MDF bunny that will also be in our shop. I wanted to make mine look very neutral, kind of farmhouse, so I'm going to start out by giving it a couple of coats of white paint. Next, I wanted to give it a shiplap look, so I took this little piece of wood that I had from the Dollar Tree to create some stripes with, and I just laid that down, used my pencil, and added some shiplap lines. Now I want the lines to be a little bit more faded, so I'm going to take my finger and just run it along those pencil lines. You can see how it kind of blurs it out a little bit, and that's exactly what I was going for. I'm going to take my Waverly Wax and Antique, and on a sponge, I'm going to go through and distress my bunny. I'm just running it along all of the edges, on the bottom and the sides. I'm also going to take that brush and go along the middle and create some lines over top of the distress lines that we already added on there. You can take a wet wipe and kind of blur a bunch of this out if the lines are too bold for you. I'm going to take this Couture transfer that says Hello Fall. I'm just going to use the word hello for this. I'm going to put it down on the right hand side, and then using some black chalk paste and a squeegee, I'm just going to go over that entire thing. I love these. This makes it so much easier to add words. I will leave a link for Couture down in the description box if you want to check them out. Now I found some of these little lavender picks from Walmart. I just cut up a couple little pieces, and then I'm just making a bow with some ribbon that I found at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to cut that down and dovetail the ends just by cutting a little diagonal line on each end. Hot glue those little lavender flowers down, and then hot glue my bow down on top of that. And that is it for this DIY. I think this turned out so cute. There's so many different ways that you could finish your bunny, but I just love the neutral kind of farmhouse look to it. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed this one. For this DIY, I grabbed this wood cutting board from Walmart, and then I grabbed these napkins from Amazon. I'll have those linked down below. I'm going to separate the ply. I just want that top ply, and then I will just throw the other piece away. I'm going to measure out how far I want my Mod Podge to go, so I just put a piece of tape up there, and then I'm going to cover the bottom all the way with Mod Podge, and I am going to let that completely dry. Now, if you feel comfortable using Mod Podge wet, you are more than welcome to do that. I always struggle with it, so I prefer this method. I'm going to lay my paper down and then add some parchment paper on top using my Cricut Mini Heat Press on all the way high. I am going to heat set that to the board. So basically it's just reactivating that Mod Podge and getting your napkin to stick to it. Then afterwards you can take a piece of sandpaper and just cut off all the edges. Next, I'm going to take this little MDF bunny, again, that we made from our shop. I'm going to paint him all the way white. I do have these in this 6-inch in a pack of bunnies. So if you want some bunnies for your projects, we have those as well on our website. And I'm going to paint this all the way white. Once that's dry, I'm going to go in with some Waverly Wax and Antique and just give him a really good distressing on all the sides, and then distressed throughout the middle as well. Once he's done, I'm just going to add some glue and glue him down to the board, and then taking that pom-pom ribbon or twine, I'm not sure what you'd call this, but I'm just going to wrap it around the handle several times and then tie it in a little bow. You can't really see the bow very well, but it still turned out really cute. So I'm just going to tie that around, and then there you have it for this DIY. Really, really cute and perfect for Easter. And then for a little bonus DIY, we were cleaning up my craft area and found that I had this sign for forever and this Cottontail's Farm and Feed chalk transfer, and my husband was feeling a little crafty. He had never done chalk couture before, so I helped him out on doing his very first chalk couture sign. So he did the majority of it. I just helped him do some of the pasting so that we could get it done quickly so that the paste didn't dry to the sign. But he laid everything down, got it all situated on the sign perfectly, and then started pasting away. So I just helped him with a little squeegee, and we both worked together on going through and pasting the entire thing, which I thought was really fun. I think he actually kind of enjoyed it. He always said that everybody else's husbands seemed to do it, and he wanted to try it out too. So we did this together. It was a fun little bonding craft together. And then it's Easter, so it works perfectly with the theme. And the nice thing about this sign is if I want to change it up, I can just clean the paste off of it and do another design on there in the future. So that's one thing I really like about these chalk couture signs is you can change them up. You don't have to keep it the same all the time, and then that's less signs for you to store. So anyways, this one is just kind of a fun bonus one that we did together, and then my son was there too, and it was just a fun little DIY that we did. And that's it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed these projects. Let me know which one was your favorite in the comments down below. Don't forget that you can head over to moorevinyldecals.com to shop some of these craft kits, and we'll also be releasing other craft kits throughout the month with an Easter theme. So we'll be bringing even more fun craft kits to you this month. Don't forget to subscribe before you guys leave. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!